Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine and I read tarot. I do feel like reading for myself, but I'm gonna put it out there for a message for all because we're all connected. My voice is a little crackly. It feels a little like to me. So, and I feel a little anxious. Could be the coffee that I'm drinking. Welcome to my living room. I have had my floor bed out here since the end of summer. And me and my daughter have been not living on this floor mattress or floor bed. It's a Japanese floor bed, stuff they sleep on. So it's an actual bed. But anyway, it's been out here in the middle of my living room since the end of summer because it's so freaking chill. And like, I want to redo my living space to be like just one giant bed. Because fuck a couch, they just look nice and keep a space a certain kind of way, but I kind of want to go out of the box and create something different. But this is like a full-on situation. It's taking up so much space. We haven't even been on the couches. We've just been on the floor bed, but whatever. It works. It works for us, and I don't want to take it away, but we need to. I feel like it's not quite the right thing to do right now, especially since school's back in, and it just, I don't know. It's just something. So welcome. I'm gonna light this little like tiny. I'm sorry I'm far away, and that you're like, just it is what it is, but. I wanted to my dining table is completely filled with Legos right now because she's in the middle of building her Lego model thing, and it just took over the dining table. That's fine. My God, I haven't burned sage in forever. It feels like I'm smelling it now, and I felt it in my lungs, like the bottom pits of my lungs. I just felt it. Oh my God. And you know what? I probably need a little sage because I had COVID like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's still out there, guys. But I don't know. My theory is that since I didn't take the shot, I'm naturally building up my own immune antibodies or whatever the fuck. Because like because I've had it like 5 or 6 times. But I feel like every time I get it, it gets better or easier and easier to handle, and it starts affecting me more like a flu. But there is one part of the whole COVID thing that like kind of sucks, and it's the headache, vertigo thing that I get every time I get COVID. That's like my first sign that I got COVID, because I get this heavy head vertigo feeling, and it's not nice. and it accompanies fatigue. Which maybe that's why I'm fatigued, because my brain is like, fuck. Anyway, I say all that to say that the sage is like, I probably need to like breathe in some sage because of just my lungs and having COVID and whatever. I'm even burning lavender candle right now and a lavender patchouli rose blend incense right now. And just to calm me down, even though I'm slurping down some coffee with cinnamon in it. But anyway, so I'm doing this tiny little thing of sage because I don't have much supplies. I have been like on the fence about, should I do readings? Should I not do readings? Like, I'm like been scaring myself, and then I've been empowering myself. I've been going back and forth. So I definitely haven't had any like re-up on my supplies, which I fucking need to. Just because like I forget that I really enjoy this, so like why do I have to stop? Why should I stop? And my natal chart talks about that my strongest like feature in my natal chart, which is also my challenge, is involving communication and my spirituality. So this started off to like build up my communication channel. Like, I started this channel, I started reading on YouTube to just break out of the fear of just speaking. And it's been a long time since then, and it's changed a lot because it started in the middle of COVID. Joji, what are you looking at, bruh? That was creepy. It's only creepy because of other things that has been coming up in my life about. I think I need to clean my room. That's all I gotta say. Like, really clean my room. He just stood at the doorway, looking in, like, perked up like this. Like he hears something or he sees something. That kind of like perked up. And he just like stood there and was doing a lot of like at the doorway into my room. And then he finally walked in. But my daughter has also seen something in my room. So I don't know when this all developed, because I used to think my house was very like protected from shit like that. But I have let down the defenses. And I guess something's in here. And I gotta like get it out again. I gotta put them up again and get it out. Get it out and put it up again. I'm rambling, guys. I'm rambling because I have been itching to. Oh, and I'm waiting for this to like burn all the way down. And I'm just breathing it in. To be honest, I'm like bathing myself in. It's just like coming up into my nostrils, into my lungs, and my mouth, and my eyes. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling because I'm waiting for this thing, and I feel like talking. Ow. Okay, it burned me, so it's good to go. Hope everybody's doing great. I feel like doing something different today. I feel like pulling a card from, like one card from all my tarot decks that I have here in my little box. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I guess the one I made 12. I have 12 cards. How nice. And I'm going to pull a card from each one. And we're going to start now. So while I am shuffling, because I'm going to pull one card from each one now, put them all together, and then just lay them out and read the story. So if you don't want to sit through that, that's fine. I would put music on, but the kind of music I want to hear right now has lyrics and is part of a band, and I don't want YouTube to silence me because of, hey, we got a flipper. I'll take it. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. The 9 of Wands in reverse, it is so resonating with me, bro. Like, if it's what I believe it is to be, because sometimes I be forgetting the meaning of cards, but like right off the bat I just felt like this overwhelming sensation of like, yo, I can't go on anymore. I can't. It's too much. I'm fucking tired. What the fuck? Like, I don't know anymore. What am I doing? What is it for? That is literally the 9 of Wands in reverse. I don't have it in me anymore. But he's still there. And the 9 of Wands character is an individual who has been, he is tired, but when he's upright, he's like, he's resting, he's resting to accumulate the power and the will again, and then he will use his reservoir, his reserved energy for times he needs to use it. But when he's in reverse, it's like, yo, I don't have it. Like, I don't even have that emergency backup energy to give anything and anyone, or even to myself. Literally. That's that card for this deck. Or maybe, no, let's do it right, because I kind of want to get them all like upside down, but I will put this out because it needed to be said, and that's all I have to say about it. I do want to read though. I want to read. I want to read from the now that Google has like that cool AI feature. Where's my coffee? Cheers and drink. Cheers. I'm drinking coffee. The coaster got stuck to this, and when I lifted it, and it fell on top of the computer. Hey, somebody called me. Hi, babe. Okay. Hollywood Central. Why are they calling so much? It's my daughter's school. Anyway, I'll get back to my cousin Xiaomi. She just texted me. She's coming into town. My cousins and my cousin's kids and my daughter are gonna hang. What's it? What am I doing? Like, that card screams burned out. Burned out, spread thin. Like, no, just burn out. And today, on the ride to my daughter's school, there was a little bee just on our window for half of the ride. I mean, we went on a highway and everything. He was just there. But then as soon as we got off the highway, and like we were literally halfway to her school, it just flew away. We all thought like when it was dead. I was like, no, he's probably dying because like, I don't know, bees are always just moving and stuff. And they say when you see one crawling on the floor, he probably just used a stinger. He's gonna die. He can't fly or some shit. But yeah, and then all of a sudden he just like, como si nada. And I was like, okay, definitely a message, kid. I didn't get to the message, but I always associate bees with messages, especially when they're like odd, not buzzing around a flower or whatever, just kind of like walking across your path, kind of like a black cat, or like in this case hanging onto the window of the car you're in for almost the whole ride and then just flies away, or like landing on your straw and then like buzzing away, like grabs your attention more than just, hey, look, a bee and a flower kind of jazz. But let me read that because I had it right here. Whatever. So it says, in many cultures, bees are seen as prophetic creatures. Their appearance can be a sign of upcoming changes or important messages. The prophetic meaning of bees often revolves around productivity, fertility, and the promise of abundance. They are seen as omens of good fortune and success. Yes, girl, yes. I don't really talk like that, but I do like to insinuate. I mean, not insinuate, exaggerate that statement. Yes. Okay. Now back to what I was doing. The 9 of wands. Reverse. Alright, the reverse 9 of wands often signifies exhaustion, burnout, and reluctant to continue fighting despite having come so far. It can indicate a need to reassess one's approach, seek support, and let go of past wounds or grudges that are hindering progress. That is, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. When I came on here, I believe I was already recording when I said, I'm reading for myself, but I'm just gonna like put it out there for the masses because we're all connected. Okay, now that I did that, I know I was on recording when I did that, when I said it. And it is true because that's literally, this card is literally how I've been feeling. I don't know about y'all. And I wanted answers about this feeling I've been feeling, and the cards are like, well, let's just why can't I talk? The cards are saying, let us, I want to say connect real quick, or let us make sure we're on the same page real quick. And I was like, okay, we are moving on into the pile. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue because the cards are already speaking my language. The cards, are always speaking your language. It literally is. Whatever the fucking card comes out. Like, look, I'm going to pull this one, right? 3 of Pentacles. You already know what's up. I already know what's up. Every card is already connected to a thought that you have about whatever situation you have. So that's why the cards aren't reading the goddamn future. They're just spelling it out for you, the shit you don't really want to put a lot of focus on. And they're all dressed up in nice little pretty colors and images that let you process what you have already in your mind better. For us autistic ass people. Is what I'm gathering. I don't know. I've been questioning the whole tarot for a while now. Like the last 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 years. I don't know. It's been a while that I've just been like, is this even necessary? But then my boyfriend was like, you know, some people just need to hear it. I'm like, I just feel weird giving messages to people, like charging them. And there was one point that when I first started reading, that charging people for my readings felt fine. And then at some point, No, you. He's fighting me. He's like, like, I don't want to play. Because he was about to mess up my whole little situation by going underneath this blanket. Joji, don't even play. He's like, his tail's all like, I see you. Let me take a picture of him. You're gonna be my cover. Joji. Perfect. But now I can't charge people anymore. I don't want to charge people. It's weird. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like I can even pull out the message at that point. Anyway, this card, for an example, it was an example, but like every card is connected to whatever you have in mind. The Three of Pentacles in reverse speaks of community. We were just talking about the bees, and they represent community because they work together in a community with a system, and it works, and it produces, and it's abundant. There's even a hierarchy. But the Three of Pentacles speaks of community, but it's in reverse. So there's like a little struggle there when it comes to committing, putting in the work, working as a team. And then you got the Nine of Wands, which is the burnout card. Not knowing if you can even keep going, which is affecting your monies as well. Yes. Yes, indeed it is. I don't necessarily think it's affecting my money. The only thing affecting my money right now is fucking COVID, and I was out of work for a while there. And it's a little slow at work. But my job, the community, I want to leave it in a way. A part of me wants to leave it and do something different. But at the same time, I don't, because I feel like I haven't really done anything there. I've only been there for a year and a couple months. Like, I haven't really made a move. Like, I haven't done enough, you know, yet. Alright, that's it. That's the card for this deck. I haven't seen it. It just kind of slipped into my fingers, and I was like, you're it. Alright, guys. So, like I said, I'm going to go and shuffle through my 12 decks and pick a card. Might take a minute, so I'm probably going to be talking, randomly talking about shit until then. I probably should have did this off camera, but you know, it didn't dawn on me that I was gonna go through 12 fucking decks. I know I had my box and it had my cards in it, but I didn't realize that I had to like shuffle. I don't know. My thought process didn't fully understand. Oh, I guess I can talk about the crystals. So I decided to do this little bundle of crystals. Well, okay. No, that's unnecessary information. I did wood. I had these little like wood coasters, like just straight wood, and I carved with a hot stick, like those little burning, scarring, whatever those things are called. I itched into the wood. I burned into the wood the symbol of light from the Disney show series called Owl House. I itched that symbol onto a coaster, and I'm using the coaster to put my crystals on top right now. And I have a little 3 bundle, because it's the size of a coaster. I have a selenite, a cornelian, and a moss agate. The selenite, is for that clear, the clarity, basically. The carnelian is for my confidence in whatever I'm doing at the moment, which is right now reading. And then, oh, we got a flipper here. 3 of Swords. One sec before I read into that. And then I have my carnelian, which is, the confidence to do what I'm doing right now. And then the moss agate, which is tiny, because it goes selenite, carnelian, moss agate. Moss agate is for the throat chakra to communicate better. It's clearly I've had a hard time communicating today. Period. Even to my daughter, I was like, I just couldn't get the words out. I sounded so angry and so anxious. I mean, I had a better day yesterday, and I only had 3 hours of sleep. Today, or last night, I had, I don't know, 5-6 hours maybe? Can't remember. Of sleep. And I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Jojo's falling asleep behind my computer. It's so cute. Alright, so the 3 of Swords just came out of my... Let me make sure there's no nudity. Okay. There's a vag and a pee-pee and a boobies out. So I can't necessarily show this card. Sorry. It's my sex deck. It's like vintage. Victorian era. Like pornography. Cards. So I can't show it, but it is the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Swords is that infamous card, which I really love. I really want to get that tattooed on me, but I don't know if I want to carry that energy permanently on my body. But I do love that card. Every deck has such a beautiful illustration. This one, I did just mention 3 things: boob, badge, peepees. And it's like she's pushing away and he seems startled and she's looking away like, I'm not looking, do what you want. No, but do what you want kind of vibe. She's kind of sitting how I'm sitting right now. Boobs are out, vag is out. And the guy is coming in with his pee-pee out. Here, let me see. I'm going to cover their stuff so you can kind of see. I don't want to do that either. Okay, I'm going to cover her. And I'm going to cover him. Beep. Can you see? Can you see? My camera sucks right now, yo. So sorry. I probably should have brought my ring light. You know what? I should. But I don't want to move out of the space right now. I have Jojo perfectly right there in the way. Let me just take a picture. Because he's so cute. He's so cute. Anyway, so the 3 of Swords in reverse, though. We're not over some sort of heartache, man. We're not over it. It's there. It's in the way. It's affecting. It's a lot of things. And I'm gonna read from I'm doing a lot of reading. I just like to make sure that's the vibe I'm getting. So the 3 of Cups in reverse. And after I do this reading, I'm gonna go to sleep. I could already tell it's gonna be like a 2-hour reading because we're only in the second deck and it's already been 30 minutes. I still got 10 more to go. Three of Swords. Reverse. No, yeah. Swords. Reverse. The reverse 3 of Swords generally indicates healing from emotional pain and moving past heartbreak. Okay, see? In my mind, I was like, we ain't over it yet. We're not over it. But I guess we are. It suggests a period of recovery from a difficult experience where the worst is potentially behind you. While the pain may still be present, the card signifies a shift towards acceptance, letting go, and finding a new perspective. Okay, I'm here thinking like negatively, and I think I'm only thinking negatively because that's exactly how I've been feeling, kind of negative. Especially in this realm of the Three of Swords vibes, which is past pain, past hurt. But we're getting past it, apparently. How nice. Alright, let's pull out. I'm going to stick that back in because that was the card that just came out and it needs to be spoken about. So now I'm going to see if we can just get a card from this deck face down. So I don't have to read it. Again, I'm just going to go in because... No, I can't. It has to kind of do something. No! That one. Alright. We're moving. We're moving and grooving. Let's see. The full moon, is it? Or is it the new moon? I don't know. Some moon's coming. Affecting someone. This is my Dolly deck. I should have probably said. Okay, the first deck was my Grand... What is it called? I don't even know anymore. But it's the Marquise, whatever. Anyway, that one. Then I have my Sex deck, which is what I just pulled. This one is my Dolly's Tarot. Because I freaking love Dolly. Yeah, all my decks are pretty much in a different kind of casing. And the lady who made these, I need her to make more. I need more. Because she made these really cool tarot wraps that you can use as an altar, like cover, or a tarot spread cover. And it holds your tarot. She made them out of pillowcases. I'm like, this looks so easy to make, but I don't want to make it. And it came with like this like cute little wrappy thingy strap, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I haven't seen her make anymore. They matched my cards. Yeah, my wraps usually match my cards. Like the Sex one, I can't hold it up, but anyway. Alright, Dolly, just give it to me straight, okay? No fooling around. Alright. No face-up cards that I need to speak about. Please, I just want to keep going. Right here. I already felt it. Not because I wanted to, like, move on quickly, but I literally felt it. It stuck to my fingers and everything. I was like, okay, that's it. That's it right there. So yeah, you roll it back up and it's in a little like ring, and you wrap it and you kind of like just tuck it in and voila, it's fini. And this is the next one. This is my Celtic Tarot, which doesn't match necessarily because it's not Celtic at all. But this deck is the only deck, and you probably heard me talk about the Celtic deck so many freaking times in most of my videos. But it does match it's like dark in the inside, and it has like this cool pattern outside with a red little ribbon thing which matches this, and this deck to me is fucking dark. So that's why I put it in this one. Plus I didn't have any other choice really. The Celtic Tarot. What you got? Oh, I had to talk. We have a flipper. We got Death card. Transformation. Yay. Oh. You know, for me, seeing the Death card is like, alright. What do we gotta do? You know? What part of me needs to die? Let's go. Let's get it over with. But I know the vibe can't be, come on, let's get it over with, because it's just going to come up again. And I think that's why Scorpios, who just like are really good at getting over things, it gets the most transformation done on a daily basis, because we're so good at just moving on, moving on. And maybe that's not such a good thing, because we really processing it and working through it and actually letting it go and moving on, or we're just dismissing it because we're really good at disassociating with some sort of situation and just trucking forward and not really healing through that, and it's just coming back and we have to fucking shed like onions, a never-ending onion. What was that? Well, it went click for that never, and yeah, and it just kind of keeps coming back around, like some more transforming. With each layer, it's a transformation. But that is why I think Scorpio, which is me, and a lot of people, is linked with the Death card of transformation. So yeah, this is my Celtic Tarot. I fucking love this tarot deck. When I first got it, scared the shit out of me. I had to like throw it away. I was like, what the fuck? Where's she? And it was this person's mom who gave it to him. I was like, your mom gave you this shit? Fuck. I don't know. Anyway, I bought it myself and I didn't get the same feeling, but so now I use it freely, but I still think it's cool. The artwork is cool. It's getting dark. I should probably turn on some sort of light. Give me a second. I'm gonna go do that. I don't feel like turning off the camera because my fucking... Sorry for the cursing. And I'm wearing underwear. I didn't want to turn off my recording because my computer, it does this weird thing sometimes. So, and I'm on a roll. It's 32 minutes and it's still going. I'm trying to realize, I think it only does that because my laptop never shuts down. And I think it like wigs out. Oh, what the hell? It's a dead spider on here. That's how long it's been since I use this. Alright guys, give me a sec while I plug you. Don't even, Joji. I ain't playing with you. Always trying something. Alright, let's see how this looks. I have to adjust the lighting so it's gonna be bright while I play around with it. Hello, you can see me now? I need it over here. That's better. Yes. Okay, so you can see me, I can see you. Cool. We can see the cards. That's the most important. So yeah, transformation, it's happening. We have no choice, because when death comes around, it's like the literal death. When it comes around, you got no choice but to let bygones be bygones and go with the... And in tarot, it's almost the same. These people were once very important people. Like, the king was the king. The little girl was innocent. I don't know what the little girl's symbolism is. Why? The newness of life. I wanted to explore and grow into it. And there's another person there just begging. People just beg for what they have and not realizing that what they have is meaningless in the eyes of death, because it's all superficial, titles, things. I was going somewhere but I lost it. Anyway, transformation is coming. Throwing that back in there because I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's see, what card do I want from her? I probably should leave these out unraveled because I have to. Dang, I have to get up again because my next tarot, I definitely need the book for this one. This is from my the Dreams of Gaia tarot, and the Dreams of Gaia, they run on their own thing. I don't know, they're just different, and their whole tarot system is not like the traditional way. It's all the cards mean something completely different, and I don't know. So I eventually need to get up and go get the book so I could read from it. I'm probably gonna have to do that now. Let me see. Do I need anything else we were? Yeah, the vice versa. Okay, give me a sec. I have underwear on. I just don't have pants, and they're shorts. Okay, shorts. I got a few things. Thanks if you're still here, thanks for hanging out with me, because I know I'm like monotone and it's like no music playing, it's just burnt. I brought the Dreams of Gaia tarot book, the Celtic tarot just to read from it. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. I didn't mean to grab the Celtic tarot, I meant to grab the vice versa. Whatevers. I know the vice versa. And I got my just tarot card reader thing, so I don't have to pull it up on my phone. Okay. Now for I have this little cover for it because it just matches so nicely. Like, you see this beautiful freaking... Yes. The inside's a light. It has like little flowers, purple, light blue flowers, and this deck is very celestial, and I just feel it matches the vibe so nice. This is why I need her to make more covers so I can buy some more tarot and get them wrapped in her stuff. Alright, let's see. This I already got it, but I already got it, okay. No need to shuffle, I already got it. I was worried that it was going to be like a popper and I was going to have to read from it. That's why I had to get the book before I started, because I didn't want to get up after I did it. Okay. Alright. We got 5 left. 6. Not including this one. This is another little thingy, and it's from the same people of this other deck, but it's the Grand one, the Grand Lux version. And yeah. I see you, Joji. Okay, we got 2 cards. Ooh, the Sun and the Tower in reverse. This is the transformation right here. The Sun and the Tower reverse. We're talking about a grand scale of a transformation. Things are not going to look fun. Things are not going to look nice. But something about the way these two are sat together, the boom on the building and the placement of the sun. It's definitely... The sun is the life giver. All the planets at the bottom depend on the sun, but not the farthest planet like Pluto. They don't give a shit about the sun. It doesn't affect them. They're cold as fucking hard. Something about the sun and the placement of the boom. Yeah, this is a major ego change because you also have the crown up on the very top, which reminds me of the death card with the king laying down naked, and he's also naked. There's a naked person falling off the building. It feels like a huge awakening, but it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be kind of sucky. I was gonna say dark, because the sun is now in reverse. What does the sun reverse mean? Let's get a better clarity on it. Because the tower speaks of change, unwelcome change, but necessary, you know? The sun. Reverse. Pessimism, confusion. The sun is one of the only cards in the deck that means virtually the same thing whether it is drawn upright or reverse. Okay? Sometimes it can be difficult to recognize that things are changing when shifts don't happen overnight. But the reverse sun can ask you to take a second look at your circumstances and celebrate the small wins. They add up in time if you are attuned to them. Beware of being pessimistic because things are improving. Interesting. Well, if it's a slow change, if things are improving and very slowly, it has to do something with your foundation and your immediate world. We did have work, we did have relationship, and just you, the physicality of you that has come up thus far, of like things that seem to gonna be changing. Wait, when it's the tower, it's in reverse. I'm realizing that. Hold up, I forget. So the reverse tower card in your reading can indicate that the effects of this card are more subtle and less devastating. Okay. Okay, so we got a slow moving change and we have a subtle debilitation of your foundation. It may also indicate that you're making attempts to avoid what is happening, clinging to an old way of being, or doing things instead of facing inevitable change. The tower wants you to know that it is safe to accept what is happening, even if it feels uncomfortable, and that you should trust you are being led where you are meant to go. That's probably why I was like, something about the sun being where the boom is, because the boom is spirit, the universe, God, whatever, activating that change, because you can't activate it yourself. When the cards are upright, it's so glorifying, to be honest. You see that? The placement of the sun and the boom? Like, it's so glorifying. It's like it's an overseeing kind of energy. It's like, trust the process, even though you're like falling to your death. But it's a death, and that is death, transformation. And in this case, it feels a lot like ego because of the crown. And the fact that it's up high in like your third eye kind of vibe. But yeah. So they're both in reverse. They both mean subtlety and slow moving. Cool. So it's not going to be in your face, wham bam, thank you ma'am, start the change. But it's going to be like they're holding your hand through this. And when I say they, fill in the blank. Okay? So that wanted to be said. Let's pull out the card that we need to use in our tarot spread. I like how it's looking so far. It's nice. Boom. I like how it's looking so far. No, 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 no. I wish you can see an overview of this, but you're not that lucky. I'm having fun. It's been a while that I actually put the energy into a reading and not just started reading anywhere, like on top of garbage or or over my food while I'm eating. You know, like I put out the the blanket I'm laying on is my Halloween blanket with little witches and cauldrons and black cats and stuff like that. Itching to this magenta blanket. Next is my Learning Tarot. I don't know if I can use my Vice Versa Tarot because there's images on both sides, so it's only going to be 11 cards. Oh, I just fell over like, no, you're using me. Okay. We're going to have to put like a paper or something over it so I don't see the cards. Alright, Vice Versa. I mean, the Learning Tarot. We got a flipper. Ooh, we got it again, dude. It's a confirmation for sure. This is the Three of Swords. But we have it in reverse. Releasing pain, overcoming depression, optimism, forgiveness. Dude, something is definitely developing in a way that you don't see coming. I feel like, I don't know if you're harboring like feelings and thoughts and like you're like stuck in the past about what happened, what was said. Maybe, I don't know how far past, maybe the past or like yesterday or like the last couple hours or the last few minutes or that text you just sent. You're like stuck in some like, you know, in the feelings of the past that were painful. But I think you're moving forward, or I think things are moving forward in a way that you don't even see because of how you're feeling or thinking, how you're thinking, not how you're feeling. I feel like how you're feeling is different than how you're thinking. Your thinking is doing a lot of energy work while your feelings are trusting in the process. It really is. It's just like, okay, we're going and we're doing, and we're just doing what we have to, we're just going and doing because that's what we should be doing, is going and doing. But our like emotion, like feeling wise, we're moving with our hearts. I think that's what it's looking like, and I'm even saying it like this because I'm surprised myself. I'm like, damn, am I really making progress? Maybe some people are kind of like sabotaging. I know I am. I feel like I am. I've been like really struggling with my thought processes lately, and I'm just like catching myself thinking, what the fuck am I thinking? You know. Could be sabotage. You could be sabotaging yourself out of just sheer disbelief that, wow, maybe things are moving in ways that I want, but I'm afraid, or I am second guessing, or I'm just not used to this feeling. So let's shake it up a bit with a little sabotage. That's all I gotta say about that. So that was a confirmation, yo. That's good. Alright, let's see, right here it is. Where's my box? Alrighty. Moving on. Look what's on the very top, bro. Right when I pulled it out, the Sun in reverse, double confirmation. That's already 2 cards that have shown up as confirmation, as pop-outs. Okay, we have our spread developing here face down. I don't know what these cards are, but I've been reading the pop-outs that have been face up because, yeah. But we got the Sun in reverse. Again, we just got it. Now with this vice versa, I'm gonna have to put like a cloth over it or something, or just something over it so I don't see the card. I need something long. I'll just use this. Yeah, that works perfectly actually. Okay, I can't. So since there's images on both sides of these cards, even if it pops out, I'm gonna take it as the card because I'm not gonna read it or whatever because images on both sides. That's all I gotta say. And for some reason I couldn't explain that, and I'm looking away because I don't want to see the cards. I just want something to pop out for this one. Where's that thing at? Okay, that's there. Done. We've got 1, 2, 3. 3 more decks to go, okay? Thank you for your patience. You guys are great. Okay, this is my first tarot deck. It's very, very old, and you know what? It's holding up quite nice. The bag itself needs a nice little wash. It's been thrown around. That's why you need like stuff like this for your tarot, because if you travel with them, you just need it, and they feel so heavy and so flat and fluffy around the edges. It's just like so old. It's my Gustav Klimt, my favorite artist, tarot deck, and it's gilded, like it's gold. It has gold leaf or whatever. It shines. It's so nice. Alright, let me shuffle it. And it's good that I'm going through all my decks, to be honestly. Because it gives them a little wake up. Some of them have just been sitting in there. Like this deck, it's just been sitting in there. Cool! It fell down face down. Wait, did one flip over in here? Perfect. Alright, this is my Five Below tarot deck. Yeah, I bought a tarot deck from Five Below. I just wanted to. It's very basic, okay? I got it for basic ass reasons. It kind of did this like, woohoo. So, it's going. I was like, what did I have on this? And I use my hair. I don't have a little wrapper thingy for this because, yeah. I use my hair. Now, the last but not least is my deck that I did. Oh, mind you, another one is coming. I don't know when. It could be years from now, to be honest, the way I move. But I'm doing another deck. And I'm not gonna use paint because even though this was cool and all, and they work well because even now they're still a little sticky. Yeah, this is a deck I made during quarantine. It's called my Rainbow Tarot. No, my Rainbow Deck. Look, you can't see nothing, so relax, okay? Relax. And yeah, I'm doing another one. I already bought the tarot cards, the blank tarot cards, so now it's just the impulse to do it. Like I did these, it just like came out of me, and I did it in like in a week. I believe. I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of time on my hands. I have to kind of like go through these so they can unstick to each other. But this, for my first deck, I'm very proud. I kind of botched some of the court cards, but everything else came out really good. I was very surprised that once it all came together. and still am. So I want to do it again, and this time I'm going to use marker and like other mediums, just not paint, because it is rough texture and it sticks. I did use baby powder. It was a trick that I found online, like how to get, like, if people who do scrapbooks and stuff like that, or like sketchbooks, and they use paint as the medium. Sometimes the pages stick because of the paint. Well, if you put baby powder on it and just like brush it makes them not stick. But like it still works after, I did this so many years ago. It's just I haven't used this deck. It's been sitting there stuck together. So it's just a quick little separating I'm doing now so they can shuffle easier. This one I was trying to practice how to do the back. That's one, because all my aces look like this, and the empty box up here signifies the upright. So if it's like this, I know it's not the earth symbol, it's the air symbol and whatnot. Because the other regular cards, this is the Queen of Swords. It has this it all has a little white box on the top. Let's see this one, and it has the meaning, like the number. Anyway, that was a little sneak peek into my tarot deck. Alright, enough talking, more shuffle. See what I mean? It's like sticky. Yeah, I used like a gold pen to give it that like look. It was so fun. That's why I'm doing it again, because it was fun. But I'm gonna use Mocha. I almost started doing a Major Arcana only what is it, magazine clipping kind of tarot, and I kind of stopped because I don't have any more magazines. And that's usually once I hit a roadblock in my creativity, it's hard to like kickstart it again. I have to keep going until it finishes. Alright, all the cards have been unstuck. Let's shuffle. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse really does remind me of the Nine of Wands in reverse. Same concept, but different role, The 9 is for the people and mainly about you. Or not even the people, it's just mainly about you and what you're doing. And this Queen is more about same thing, what you're doing, but it's for other people and not necessarily for yourself. But burnout is still a key word here. And it's in Pentacles, which is interesting. No, that isn't it. That ain't it. I'm like wanting. It's the last card, man. Let's just get it. Yeah, that's it. Because I wasn't going to get it, but then it did something in my finger, and then I was like, alright, you're it. Alright, we got all our cards. Coño. An hour later. I told you it was going to be a 2-hour reading. We got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 11. Oh, I forgot about this one. I was like, I thought I had 12. My Everyday Witch Tarot. My little, not itty bitty tiny, but my little deck. Oh, we got a reverse in here already. Like, I split the deck and it was on the only reverse card. It was put in wrong, but it's the Two of Wands, which is about planning, which is about long-term vision and how to get there and what you gotta do. But it's also about, not sure if you can leave your comfort zone, like afraid of leaving what's comfortable. Alright, that's cool. Let's shuffle, shall we? On the split, it was face up. I was like, okay. I should carry these around more often because they're so little. I want like a littler, because it's inside of this little pack here. But it's kind of, it's sewn. I didn't sew it. I bought this sewn. And by carrying it around, it kind of broke. But boom. I want one that's a little more tighter because there's a lot of space in there, It's popping out. Not a space in my little thing. But it's so cute. And it matches, That's why I got it in there. Magic. Yeah, this little thing came with two. The same. This one fits a little bigger, the pack, and then this one was a little smaller, but it came together like hand sewn. This is why I wish I can sew and shit like that, because I would have fucking been made these things. It came together like this. Isn't it so cute? Okay. Alright, I got all my cards. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. This foot's now like, I need to stretch this one. Alrighty. Let's see what the story is. Okay, so I have a top row and a bottom row because I have 12 cards. 6 up top, 6 down below, and I'm gonna, depending on how they come out, I might just read them as like because I don't like to read such a long line, like the story will take forever. So I'm gonna read it like the top half is the story, and then the bottom half is gonna be the clarifiers for the top. Yes, confirmed. Our first card Seven of Wands. Competition. No, combative. Let me just flip it off. Oh, we got the Three of Swords again and same position. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the Nine of Swords. Dolly deck. Queen of Cups, reverse. This is the Nine of Water from the Dreams of Gaia. The Grand Lux deck, Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Interesting. Not really, but the fact that the pictures are all so different, it's like, It's funny how the sex deck is the Three of Swords. Alright. Seven of Wands. Oh, it's the Thief in the Night. The Thief in the Night card. I don't know why in this illustration I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was the I thought it was the 7. Yeah, 7. This is the 7. I thought it was I think it's the 8 or the 9. No, not the 9. I think it must be the 8 then. Of wands, where you're standing higher than everybody else. But this one is the thief, and this is the room full of wands. And he's in reverse, and I always forget what the hell the seven of swords reverse means. Oh, not the 7 of swords, 7 of wands. I was like, wait a minute. Hi, Christine. 7 of wands, where you at? Yeah, it is the card I was thinking. 7 of wands, sitting up, like standing higher, having a higher standing to your enemies. Defending in what you believe in and what you think or whatever. Okay, but in reverse it says hypervigilance, feeling defeated. The reverse 7 of wands can suggest you're letting your anger get the best of you by acting defensive and hypervigilant about your beliefs when challenged. It can also point to feeling defeated, as though standing up for yourself is pointless. Instead of lashing out when you're provoked, you may tend to internalize your anger and frustration. If this is the case, consider journaling about your feelings and then having a conversation after you've had a chance to calm down and assess the situation. Your emotions are valid and deserve to be expressed. So we're having a little bit of conflicting thoughts about your feelings and actions. What's that about? Clarifying, that card is the 6 of I couldn't know, like, what is it? The 6 of Pentacles, which is your generosity. Maybe you're feeling like you're being taken advantage of, or people are taking advantage of your generosity, your kindness, the ability to give and receive in a fluid manner. Maybe you feel like that's being taken advantage of. The next card is a 3 of Swords in reverse. And that means you're getting over that vibe. Or just getting over some sort of... What is that? Let's get the clarifier out, because we just spoke about that. Oh, we got the 2 of Pentacles. You're making it happen. That's the thing about the Sun in reverse and the Tower in reverse jazz that I said earlier, where change is actually happening for your benefit. You don't see it because it's so slow, and it might be just a little bit unsettling, but it's not going to be like world-shattering unsettling. It's like a pregnancy. Something is growing and developing very slowly, and you don't even see that your belly has grown so much because of how slow the process has been. Like, you don't see what's developing, but you're working at it, and you're showing the people, and the people are seeing. I don't know who the people are. Maybe it's the people in the 3 of Swords or I don't know. I'm saying people because there's a lot of people up here watching you manifest pretty much with the little you have, to be honest. Maybe it's the people who hurt you. I don't know if you're doing it to show the people that, it's not going to stop me. What I believe in is not going to be hindered because of your belief in me. Watch this. I don't know if you're doing it for the people or yourself. I don't know right now. But there was past pain associated with that. And it could be because of the past here with the whole 7 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles energy, where it's the give and taking wasn't necessarily balanced, even though that's exactly what the 6 of Pentacles is, balance, but by being the clarifier for this 7 of Wands energy, which is very combative, very defensive. it's like I feel we're changing that for the better, and it had a lot to do with the pain and suffering you dealt with in the past. Moving on, Nine of Swords. You're kept up at night with these thoughts of the past. Kind of like when I was saying, maybe I thought it was something there. Maybe there's something in the past that has been playing over your mind. Because I was like saying, your mind is really on a different page compared to your heart. Your heart is moving towards where it's supposed to be going, moving forward, and then your mind's stuck in this like repetitive loop, which is coming off as a little self-sabotagey, which could reflect as that defense mechanism. Like things are actually moving and going in a way, and you're not trusting in the process and being a little defiant, but also still developing. It's weird. Maybe that's why you're so confused right now. I know, maybe that's why I'm confused right now. What's clarifying this Nine of Swords, the keeping you up at night with these thoughts plaguing you, disturbing your sleep and all that jazz, maybe even your dreams, is the Death card. I want to say there's a message in your dream. There's messages within your dream right now, in your dream state. Because in your dream state, things play out in ways that you can't in the waking life. And it's better to understand them in your dreams than in your waking life because it's too complex. I feel like there's a message here. But there's transformation, the Death card, which we had the Death card already. We already know that we're transforming out of this stage of just this burnout stage. You're like mentally, physically, emotionally burnt out. But at the same time, you're producing very little though, because you only have 2 pentacles. But you're making it work with these 2 pentacles. You're manifesting, you're producing something with just 2 little pentacles, and people are watching from above in their fancy little houses, like, wow, look at that person. Or, let's see what they can do, because you're beneath them. But you're not here to entertain nobody. Just so you know, you ain't here to entertain nobody. But the death is here. Death is here, and death is here just to clear the way. To be honest, kind of like the Tower card. It's just here to clear the way, clear the path, so you can show up as your most authentic self. Even if that's a layer at a time. But it's slow. Everything is slow right now. Next we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And look who's on the cover of the Celtic Tarot, which is the Queen of Cups. Confirmation yet again. I just quickly got to the Queen of Pentacles. We had gotten that somewhere. Oh yeah, burnt out, reversed. Okay. The card refers to an individual who expresses the divine quality of love and connection. Wait. Okay, yeah, let's read that. This card refers to an individual who expresses the divine qualities of love and connection embodied in the Queen of Cauldron. This is an honest person who is driven by love and a deep sense of compassion and empathy. She is strong-willed and has a natural instinct for knowing what is true and honest. She is someone who has integrity in what she does and will not let people down. This personality type is good, incredibly devoted mother, spouse, or partner. She would give you her last penny, and her hugs are the best hugs in the whole wide world. All of these qualities can be perverted if the card appears reverse. And that is exactly how she is. She is a reverse Queen of Cups. To some, the gift of love can be manipulated and used for gain, a sense of control or one-up-manship. This personality type cannot be trusted, and there is a dishonesty here that comes from a seat of emotional damage. Whew. All right. see what I mean? Celtic Tarot is always dark. What is the clarifier for that? Oh shit. Two of Cups. This person cannot be trusted. You have someone here in your reading that that feels that feels like, you know, you once shared the same interests and you guys felt like a deep, profound connection. Sorry, I just kind of like spread eagled my legs. I'm wearing boy shorts, okay? They're like really, really tiny shorts, not underwear. What was I saying? Yeah, there is someone here who is manipulating someone, whether it's you to that person or that person to you, or maybe you yourself to yourself. Like telling yourself lies, gaslighting yourself, you know, sabotaging yourself. But either way, there is a saboteur here, and it used to play a very important role with you because you shared the same cup. There was a mutual... I just finished adjusting my tiger's eye, so listen up, guys. This person is playing very close to home right now. It's closer than you think. And it's just serving as a warning to not trust them, because they are emotionally damaged, is what it said. Emotionally damaged. Now, I'm going to read the same card from this book, and not the Celtic Tarot that puts me in a fucking whirlwind, and see what it says. Queen of Cups, where you at? Here she is. The reversed Queen of Cups can indicate jealousy or envy that you are feeling, or that someone else is feeling of you. It can also point to feeling suspicious or cautious of others. This card may be asking you to open up about your feelings without worrying about being rejected or judged. If there is someone in your life who has proven themselves untrustworthy, a healthy disconnection may be necessary. Calmer, nicer, you know, not fucking like, oh my god. Either way, take both of those descriptions of this Queen of Cups card in reverse to heart, because it is confirmed or clarified by the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a very united union, sharing like connection to the heart, you know, it's very deep. So I'm gonna leave that there. Next card is our Dreams of Gaia card, Nine of Water. I have to read from there because I don't use it hardly ever, and when I do, I need to read the book. Is it Nine of Water? Alright. Now, the Dreams of Gaia deck is pretty long with the reading, but I have to read it all, especially after we just read with the Queen of Cups and the transformation and the Three of Swords in reverse, but like still making something happen, no getting over a past pain, past hurt, past sorrow, and moving forward, trying to manifest, or manifesting, not trying but manifesting, and but still deep in your mind, and with these like repetitive night sweating kind of energy, and then the transformation card and the defensive. I don't know, it's a lot going on, which is why I'm sensing the burnout card even more now, twice, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Like, those two guys are so similar in different ways, but it's overwhelming. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like it's you're swaying back and forth so much, and that's actually what this card normally looks like on the like the normal card. It's somebody doing that same thing, juggling two pentacles and making things, trying to make things happen in a calm, cool way. Like you're but in the back it's like these roaring waves which symbolize emotional imbalance or something like that, like just things, moving, a lot of moving parts, and you're just kind of like a dancer, staying afloat from it all, and like being graceful and all this stuff. So it's like it's a lot going on, but you're keeping your cool and still doing what you have to do. But it is taking a toll on your mind, body, and emotions. But you're just kind of like putting on this face and just trucking through it. It was like when I had COVID, I was just trucking through it, thinking that it was the flu, not knowing I was 4 days into a full-blown COVID. Possibly could have gave it to other people, and probably was like a day or two close to giving myself pneumonia because I was just pushing through. But that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here, just this push. And then you have this person, whether it's you or someone else, that's lying to yourself, that you're either lying to yourself or is lying to you. And manipulating emotionally too, which is not cool. Alright? Not cool. So I'm going to read this long ass description of the Nine of Water, because the Queen of Cups is water. Even though that's the only freaking water I see here, it shared a heart cup with you, whether it's you and you or you and someone else. There is, and then the Three of Swords might as well have water in it too, which is emotions. It's a lot, it's deep, so I'm gonna read it. Alright, and then I'll see what this little card is to clarify that. Nine of Water. The very first thing to be born in the darkness of the void was light. The Nine of Water represents a need to embrace an open heart and allow the light of love to transform and heal emotional pain and turn it into knowledge that sets us free. Emotional trauma or whatever. Now, as soon as I read that, I looked at this differently. The Queen is just her with her cup, right? I feel, because it goes like this and like this, that's how I see it. I feel that you might have to come in with that cup to match theirs, to help them, which is in turn helping you grow. I don't know. That's another fucking message I just got. Because when I initially thought this was like somebody who was this manipulator was somebody, or I don't know. Yeah, let me just keep reading. Our past experiences, good and bad, leave an emotional imprint. Remember, joy and love can inspire a sense of well-being. A happy memory creates a feeling within the curves the lips and makes us smile or laugh, while a bad memory can cause tears and open old wounds we thought were healed and forgotten long ago. Have you ever heard a song playing on the radio and had tears form in your eyes because the song was on you shared with a past love who broke your heart? Have you ever had somebody say something to you that has triggered anger because they have touched on deep-rooted, remembered anger towards another who said that very same words? Have you ever started laughing uncontrollably because a silly moment in the now stirred up memories of silly, happy moments in the past? Our emotions can lift us as high as the stars or plummet us into an abyss of despair, and yet all too often we do not know or understand why we feel and react as we do. What makes some memories so much more vivid and unforgettable? What makes some memories so much more vivid and unforgettable? What makes them unforgettable is how they made us feel. This is emotional imprinting at work. And though I'm sorry, I cannot read. Though we can. I just got worse. What makes some memories so much more vivid and unforgettable? What makes them unforgettable is how they make us feel. This is emotional imprinting at work, and through it, we can bind ourselves emotionally to the past. In the present, these imprints become triggers that have us reacting on an almost purely emotional level. If our mind was a bank in which we could choose what memories we save, the majority would save only the memories that make them smile, while discarding those that make them cry. There would be so many happy, smiling people in the world if we could choose to keep only the memories that made us smile. Unfortunately, we have no choice, but what we do have is the choice to recognize our emotional triggers so that the bad memories and those laden with weighty emotions have less influence upon us. By shining a light on the source of the emotional pain, and then accepting that the moment that caused it is over and cannot be changed or undone, we take the steps to freeing ourselves from the emotional hooks that bind us to the past. Recognizing how we feel and react when recalling that moment or experiencing one like it is the next step towards emotional awareness. Finally, in being mindful and learning not to react when an emotional trigger is squeezed, we reach emotional enlightenment, a state when we are no longer shackled. Eventually, there comes a time when we no longer have to be mindful because the memory no longer has any influence. The hurt has healed and we have transcended. Emotional enlightenment is not a gentle process. It involves rummaging through old memories, revisiting old hurts, seeing them and accepting them for what they are, letting go of harmful and destructive beliefs, and then freeing ourselves of the burden of their emotional weight. It takes time and practice, and at the beginning of the process, we can be more reactive than usual. It's like trying to run up a muddy, slippery slope. We lose our footing, fall, and slip backwards. For some, the process is simply too difficult. Others resist, wondering why anyone could consciously choose to explore and relive their deepest, most painful memories. It's like choosing to cut open old scars to make them wounds all over again. The reality is they are correct. It is like cutting open a scar, but aggressive measure are needed if a cancer grows beneath the scar tissue. If past memories are making you emotionally reactive in a way that is counterproductive in the now, then there is a cancer present. You may not be reliving the memories consciously, but when they have power influence how you feel and react in the present, then you are reliving those memories on an unconscious level. Alright, I'm almost done. I just got a paragraph left. So the choice is one between having those memories influence you unconsciously or being mindful and aware and lessening or ending their influence. The Nine of Water offers the choice and asks you to make it. You might not have a choice in the memories your mind stores, but you do have a choice as to which ones you invest in emotionally, whether it be a past memory or a new one. Invest in those that fill you with love and lightness and find yourself rising from the depths. Just as emotional enlightenment is not an easy process, it is also not a spiritual process. It is a healing process. It is a process of making ourselves lighter in being, becoming lighter by letting go of the heavy emotions we unconsciously hold onto and which in turn influence our emotional and physical well-being in the present. When the Nine of Water appears in the reading, you are also being asked to consider if at this time one of your emotional triggers is being squeezed for good or ill. Asking the question will help you to determine whether you are acting for the wrong or right reasons. Okay, emotional trigger. Are you being emotionally triggered right now? Yes, I am. How about you? What's the clarifier for this card? Oh, Five of Cups in reverse. Mira, that's good. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Confirming the are you being emotionally triggered? Are you? This is literally This feeling, the way it looks in the card, is literally the meaning of this card. The feeling of this card, like stuck in your. I feel like this is like the headspace, and you're just like deep in thought about all of the emotional. Is her heart broken? No, but she has. Her third eye is open. Her heart, I can't tell if it's cracked or just shining. But drowning, because there's bubbles. I feel like it's just drowning in the feelings and just lost in them, like how she looks and feels. And then clarifying is the Five of Cups, which is great. That means you're getting over, just like the Three of Swords. That's great. You're getting over this pain. It's you're doing something. Something good is coming out of this process. I don't even know if you're aware that you're subconsciously doing the work on moving forward, even though it feels like you think you're not. I feel like you think, but your feelings are different. Because the cups are all saying it. Maybe okay, these two cards, the manipulator connected to you, is in between these two cards, which have the same feeling. This is mental, this is emotional, with the same fucking feeling, man. Just engulfed and wrapped. You're mentally just like in a fog, and you're emotionally just in a fog. But in that mental is the transformation, and in that emotional fog is the emotional getting over some sort of trigger. I think you're going through an emotional healing. I don't know if you're like starting to trust or the process or what. Last but not least, sorry, I'm just zipping through because it's already an hour and 31 minutes. The Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? The Knight of Wands is it's the go get him card. He goes and gets what he fucking wants with speed, accuracy, and strength, and confidence. When he's in reverse, it's manipulative. It's like a hidden agenda. It's something not sitting right. And I, at this point, want to know what the 6... It's a defeat card. You know, now it's starting to feel... Because I was like, this Knight of Wands reminds me, sounds similar to this Queen of Cups. I think the individual that seems to be trying to manipulate you emotionally, even though, because they know that they're connected to you emotionally, is gonna be defeated. I only say that they're not, and when I say they're gonna be defeated, I'm not like, oh, something bad's gonna happen to them. I just feel like whatever they're doing to get to you they're not gonna win. You know, they're not gonna succeed in whatever venture they're trying to get to. Like, and they're coming at you with this, like, they're almost like mirroring you and doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, if you're being a certain way, they'll be that way too, especially if it appears to be good, you know, for the good. They'll definitely mirror you when you're being a good person, but probably when you're not, or like if you're angry or whatever, they will play that. They'll switch to a defense mode. I don't know. Look up emotional manipulation. But they're not gonna win, because we got this same energy card as this manipulator, because that's exactly what it reminded me of. But this is action, and this is emotion. The Cups is emotion, the Wands is action oriented. Like, they're moving towards you quickly. Like, I feel like it's funny how these two cards are both facing this card. That emotional, like, you're in your mind and you're listening to your heart, like you're in your heart space, going through this emotional rebirth or this emotional transformation. Because you're going through it with the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. Like, you're really going through it alone. And in the outside, you're just kind of like performing. I don't know who you're performing for. That part is kind of confusing me. And honestly, I don't know what this is. Like, this doesn't fit you. This combative, defensive, Seven of Wands reverse, and the generosity part. It's weird. It's weird to say it out loud because I already know. I have a sense, but I don't want to put my business out there. But I have a sense. Let me see. It's like, I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is the other person. The same person who's manipulating. The same person who's coming at you aggressively. And is gonna fucking... What is the opposite of victory? That. Because it's like this person. Because right now, I see like them, you. Them, you. No. Them, you. Them, you. Them. I don't know, actually. I can't tell if this is you or someone else, the generosity. Like, this feels the same. These two cards feel the same. The cups, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Cups. I just smelled something. It was bad. And he's over there licking away. I gotta take him a bath so bad. And then these two are like the same too. That's why I feel like this is somebody else. This is the same person who's manipulating. Same person is gonna come at you and be defeated. Not by you, just be defeated. Not gonna get to you in a way that they're trying to. Let me read. Oh no, wrong. I was like, the Knight! The fucking Knight, but this is the wrong Knight. The Knight of... Look, I'm gonna read this real quick, because this is the most important card in the whole deck. This is the most important card, I mean, not the whole deck, the whole reading. This is where the transformation lies. But you have to believe in yourself, because I don't feel like there's people who are believing that they are actually making micro changes, like subconscious or micro changes, and they don't feel like they mean anything. And I think I read somewhere saying you need to celebrate those small wins, no matter how small they are. You need to celebrate them. I'm gonna read this card real quick. Balance and stability. Oh no. Oh, see, I knew I had to get... Sorry. Oh, oh, my back. I'm walking like this because I'm trying not to drop my coffee that's sitting right there on this cushion. Alright, Two of Pentacles, but that side. Yeah. So the nobility, I'm reading this card from the Vice Versa book because I need to know what the hell this side means, because of the people. The people is what's sticking out. Nobility noble excuse me, noble gentry, that's what they called it. I've never heard that word. Noble gentry watch the jester as he performs for them. So you are performing for an audience. The sun is setting and they may have come out on their balconies to admire the sunset or watch the ships at sea. And they say watch the ships at sea because, remember, this is the vice versa. So this is what we're seeing from this side, but when you see him, He also has a view of the harbor in the back. So that's why they're saying they don't know if if the people in the balcony is come out to look at him, or I mean I should say look at you, or look at what's behind you, which are the ships. The jester seems to be offering a pentacle to each group, as if he were conjuring the golden dices for their amusement. The infinity loop links the people as well as the pentacles. Talking about that right there. Now I'm sensing this vibe. Maybe this is you. Huh. Because I was thinking them. It's you. It really is you. The only thing that's them is the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Now, this Seven of Wands, like, combative nature that's unstable is the past, definitely. But you do have a generous heart. I mean, look at the fucking... Yeah, the chakra that it's associated with is the heart chakra. You have a generous heart. And, like, maybe it was being taken advantage of. I don't know. But somebody really is taking advantage of your generosity and your heart and your love. Like, you have a lot more to give. And you're aware of that. You are aware of, like, the kind of person you are. So, there's no more room for downplayment. Let's move on. When you get this side in a reading, we're still reading the... People above you in a hierarchy may be unaware of your abilities. This is an auspicious time to audition, apply, or otherwise bring yourself to the attention of people who are in position to advance your career. Let your light shine. Advance your career. Oh boy. Oh my God. Pretend I'm wearing a bathing suit. I just feel so weird showing my undies. But just pretend I'm wearing a bathing suit, okay? That is why that card is so important in this reading right now. There's so many things happening. So many things happening around you. And you're just like keeping your... I don't even know if you're doing it on purpose, keeping your eye on the prize. I'm like, what prize? Do you even know what prize? I don't know. Who's manipulating you? I need to know. Because, man, the snake needs to not come around right now. Alright? And not demand your attention or your energy or anything like that. Which they're going to be fucking sent on their way anyway. Or they're just going to hit a roadblock. I don't know. Because remember, we just got the Six of Wands clarifying this knight who reminds me of this queen who's attached to you in some way with the cups. The emotions that you are fucking getting over. Three of Swords. Five of Cups. Reverse both. You're doing the work. You're even asking yourself, am I being triggered right now? And if I am, why is it? What is it? You could be asking the questions that is already like making your brain look at things in a different way than just popping off from whatever trigger you're being triggered with, you know? You've come a long way. That right there is a small win, my friend. Coming a fucking long way. Because you are not the same reactive person as you were before. My trigger, I'll be real with you, is the trigger that I'm going through right now. And it has to do with my relationship with my significant other and the women in his life. That is a trigger for me because of my past. But before, I have a track record of always bringing up the same thing in each of my 3 relationships. Danny, Andrew, John, and now Webb. Danny, Andrew, John, and Webb. Those are my 4 boyfriends that I've had in my life. And all of them, I am currently with one of them still. I mean, we ended it, and then we're now back together. I'm already displaying the same trigger reaction that I've displayed before, but before I was a lot more brooding and aggressive. And now I'm just asking the question and opening the door and trying to process it with him. And I'm not sure if that's even the right way to go about it, to be honest. I don't even know to this day. The candle popped again. The unsurety of going through it with this person. My insecurity. But yeah. I'm getting over something though. And so are you. You're getting over something, and that is amazing. But I want to know who this person is. Who's in your life that's closer than you think and is manipulating the situation? And why are they even doing that? Like, do they have nothing else better to do than focus their energy on like one fucking person? Clearly not. They have nothing else better to do than to fuck around with somebody else like a puppet. I wonder. It's a female energy because it's the cups is female. It's like they're poisoning the cup. It's not as genuine as you think. And then this knight fella. We got the knight. Let's read those two. The knight. Is this? No. Okay. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. The reverse Knight of Wands in your reading can indicate self-doubt in a general sense, but most likely related to a specific goal or situation that hasn't progressed in the way you'd hope. Delays and misunderstandings are part of life, not a sign to give up. There may be a different and better course of action to take, so have patience and make use of this time by turning into your intuition for guidance. Okay, this is talking about a delay. This is the delay. The Six of Wands in reverse speaks of defeated. So, and not victory, because it's when it's upright, you're victorious, you're moving on, but this is a defeat, and the defeat is to stop. So I feel like it's a delay to getting to somewhere. So I take that back. This is not them. This is the only thing that's them in this reading. The only thing. Everything else is you. This also felt like a little like heads up kind of warning vibe. You know, it's a beautiful little gift from the universe in this reading, showing your progress, showing what you're doing, and just giving you a little awareness in a situation that maybe you don't truly believe. Because me telling you there's somebody who's manipulating you, who's closer than you think, will already open your eyes to that. And you can take that information and apply it as you wish, but this is just a little like, hey, look up, keep your chin up, and be aware. Okay? Now, keep going. Now, the Six of Wands, I want to read. In reverse. The Six of Wands in reverse in your reading can indicate a delay to your success in some way or event not turning out the way you'd anticipated. That's exactly how they were describing this card just now. So, even though it seems to be you're doing a lot of the work to moving forward, moving on, all this stuff, and you're making movement towards that, you're still going to hit roadblocks because of the triggers. That's why I feel like right after this card about, what did it say exactly? It was the last thing that it said. Out of everything I read, it was like, there was only 3 sentences that meant anything, but I guess it needed to like build you up to what the meaning is. That okay, it said, when the Nine of Water appears in your reading, this card, okay, you are also being asked to consider if, at this time, one of your emotional triggers is being squeezed for good or ill. Asking this question will help you to determine whether you are acting for the wrong or right reasons. And you are acting in the right reasons, the wrong, the good or ill. Is that the right or wrong reason? I think this is acting in the right reasons. Yes, you are being triggered. You're asking yourself that, and you're going through it the right way because you're trying to heal through it. You're trying to feel through it and heal through it so you can let it go and not let it affect you anymore. But there's a delay. Why? What has happened? Because this is the card right after this. And I say it's in the right way because you got the 5. This little tiny ass card is clarifying this big ass emotional card. Yes, you are. It could even be minor. You are. But maybe it's not. The fact that it's a little card is giving me something. It's telling me something. The 5 of Cups is talking about getting over past pain, past hurt. Just like the 3 of Swords, getting over the past pain, past hurt. But mentally, this one's getting past pain, past hurt. Emotionally. Being triggered? Yes. Is it for good or ill? It's for good. Because you're getting over it. That's the clarifier. But now there's a roadblock. Look at the fucking red. Even the way mind you, this is my card that I painted. Look at how it still fits the background of this other card. Ah! Yeah. Sorry, all of a sudden I got like cotton stuck in my throat. It feels like, I say cotton because it reminds me when I used to smoke pot. It used to build up in the back, you know? That's what I feel right now. Or I need to turn off this candle. One or the other. But yeah, the reverse. The delay is all part of the process. So stick with your plan and continue to work diligently. Yes. Because this is a crucial time right now. You're almost there. Don't give up now. So even though there was a delay, it's talking about keep going. Even this card has the same sunsetty kind of vibe as the cards I have here. Actually, it's this way. Technically, this would be a reverse if it was one-sided, a one-sided tarot, compared to upright, which is this. Since it's the back side, it would technically be the reverse. Like I said, this is the most, like, this is perfect. It's like delay cards, and then this is you in the middle. Or more like this. Because there's people who are watching you, and they're going to be rather impressed. I don't know how, because you are battling emotional things, but I feel... I feel that with this emotional awareness that you're building up and emotional healing that you're going through is actually, and while in the meantime keeping your head on tight and straight and doing what you have to do on your daily, in your daily, I think it's all gonna like, this is a part where I feel like it's so subconscious what you're doing that you're actually radiating something that is going to be appealing to someone else. And I don't know in what kind of way. Not like in a next relationship or somebody, you know, your next whatever. I don't know. It could be your boss. It could be it's saying a lot about work. I'm seeing work vibes. So what you're doing, that's why it's like, don't give up, even though there seems to be a delay. And what that delay is right after this trigger and finding out this trigger. I don't know if realizing that you are triggered right now is going to actually make things probably a little worse. But that's just in thought. In reality, it's not. It's actually building you to where you need to be and how you need to be. It's setting you up. You're setting yourself up, but you're in a better place now than you were in the past when it came to this particular trigger. You've come a long way, my friend. I'm sorry I'm sitting like this, but my legs were hurting, and I just wanted to, like, yeah, sit like this without showing my vajayjay. Yeah, so. We have to end this with a tarot. An oracle. Do not give up on what you are doing and how you are doing it and what you're feeling. Your feelings are valid. Keep going. Keep doing. Keep feeling. Keep thinking. Or maybe not think too much. You've already been doing a lot of thinking, especially with this 9 of Swords. This is the can't sleep at night. Let me show you how the 9 of Swords really looks so you can understand the level of anxiety this card gives. Look at that. Do you want to be there? And then the secret message in the tarot is this little drawing in the bed frame. Like, even the bed you can't even sleep because your dream state is also conflicting. I did say somewhere about in your dreams. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the answers, but shit, not even in your dreams. Or maybe, I don't know. You have it's spiritual realms, dream realm, and the reality realm. You're going through it, man. But yeah, the bull fighting this, it's a Greek thing, but I forget that guy's name. But the guy who fights the bull and he defeats them in the maze. Yeah, anyway, that's just the level of anxiety and frustration that this brings, so. I don't know where I was going with that, but I kind of want to just figure out more about this manipulator, but I am going to, you know what, we're going to use this. Are we going to use this? No. I want to, oh yeah, let's use a chakra deck, swatches of chakra. A chakra to see how is this person's manipulation, where is it affecting you exactly? And I'm using the chakras to see exactly like where. This Queen of Cups chakra with the 2 of Cups clarifier. I want to see in which way is this, like, where it's affecting you. And I'm going with the body chakras, because the chakra, I'll figure it out. Where is this affecting you? Oh, I saw something. I saw red, but it didn't go over, but I did see red, so it's somewhere in the root. And I'm not surprised, because that's what the tower represents. The tower is the root card, the root chakra. Okay, intuition. And it's in reverse, which I don't normally read it in reverse, but it just added more to, yeah. Oh. Then we have love. This is somebody this is another significant other. Okay, they're manipulating you. They're making you not trust listening. They're wow. I can't even talk. They are not letting you believe in your own intuition. They're making you second guess your own feelings, your own thought processes, your gut instincts, all that jazz. They're making you question all that, all because they are reflecting you. Or they held some high connection with you at some point. It's hard to get away from. It's hard to separate the trees from the leaves from the trees, or something like that. What's that saying? And then we had the love card that popped out too. Heart chakra, bro. Heart chakra. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. And it just gave me Gemini vibes because of the 2 looks like a Gemini or an air sign. Could be Aquarius. Damn, that sucks. So that's the area that they're affecting. So just pay attention to the person who talks to you and has you feeling like, makes you do that a lot. Like, maybe I am, making you second guess yourself. But your first instincts are right. And it sucks every time. So, the delay is probably a good thing that it delayed. Because I don't know. I just feel like a delay is always good. You don't want to rush into whatever you're rushing into. Or maybe you're rushing to get over this feeling of whatever because you want to know. Everything just got real bright. Everything just got like hopeful, not bright, like physically bright. It's still the same lighting, but everything just got kind of like hopeful. And it's weird to say that because when I start to think, which is what I was doing, I was daydreaming, but I was thinking about a situation, and every time I see it ending, I get really joyous, and that says something. Even my mom said it once. She's like, "Why do you sound happy?" I mean, she's like, "You almost sound like you're happy." And I was like, "I am." So, and that was a long time ago. Now it's different. It's so much different. All right, so I want to ask something that it has to do with. This is transforming. This is no longer going to be relevant. You're not going to be... Shit, it's going to transform after this reading. Just bringing the awareness to you. I just saw 22222 because it was 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 22 seconds just passed. Yeah, even after watching this reading, you're already going to be had more awareness on the subject, and it's no longer going to plague you in your fucking sleep. Like, it has been for me. I don't know if it was that, but I haven't been able to sleep in my bedroom. Like, I sleep better out here or in my significant other's bed or in his other spare room, because sometimes I like to sleep alone, than my own bed alone, which is annoying me right now because it's like, why can't I just fucking sleep? Like, my bed just feels so hard and like, I slept in it last night, but I woke up so stiff and hurting. And it's been like that lately. So I need to give it a good cleanse. But that's no longer going to be a problem for me and for you. We're going to have restful sleeps in our own beds. Delay. That's fine. I'm not going to read any more on that. That's what... Delaying is what needs to happen. Then it's so be it. We shall delay and sit back. And keep doing. I don't have any more coffee. I don't have any water. Alright. We're wrapping it up with an oracle, so which one is the question? A little more information on this person. Let's do a fortune telling card by Kipper revolving this individual, because this one will give me more of a better idea on what kind of person I'm dealing with here, or you're dealing with here. Part of me feels like we already know, but won't hurt to get another little clarifier from the Kipper deck regarding this manipulator. Because it's sometimes not who you think it is. Oh, I just saw it. It flipped over, I thought. I thought it did. Maybe it was just my imagination. I saw red, that's why. I guess it did not. Nothing flipped over. That was weird. I swore I thought I saw something flip. It's the same person who made these other decks. What's his name? By Cairo Marchetti. I have like 3 of his decks right now. We're using it with this one. This is the Grand Lux version of this one. And then I have his fortune telling deck. I like Marchetti. His cards are like really vivid and nice. Alright, it didn't flip over. So, manipulator clarifier, please. Did I do it again? Nope. Concern. This 33 concern card just fell onto these 2 cards like this. So I don't know if who's watching me or watching me do what I'm doing is a little concerned. Let's go again. Or it could be what I'm asking about. There it is. Adjudication. 2 people. Not be trusted, manipulate emotions. Interesting. Look how this is looking. I don't like that now. I was wondering, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Delay. Look, this is, okay, mind you, this is what it's looking like here. This is the card, the manipulator, and this is the clarifying card, which is what it was telling me that there was like once a joint connection between cups. When you're sharing cups, that means you become one. It's a strong connection here, the 2 of cups. Well, I just got this card, and look at that. The manipulator, judge, the 2 people who once shared a cup is in this courtroom under adjudication, and I'm not a lawyer. And look at his coat. I don't know, even the colors of these 2 cards kind of like look like the cards that are happening here. I don't know. And he's looking at the woman. Judge court stuff. I hate it. Okay, here it is. Concern. This old man over here is concerned for you. Why? I hate fucking people. I just got upset. It's not like it was me. Alright, what is this? 30? This is I'm reading the adjudication card. And I noticed that over her head are all these books and stuff, and then over his head is the mallet where he's like, I don't know what that means, but he is looking at her. I don't know what the books represent, but I feel like he has more on her than him. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but... And then... the mallet handle is towards that way, which is his side. I don't know. They might be they might win this round, it looks like. Which could be a delay. Yeah, okay. This is a neutral to somewhat challenging card. We see the magistrate on his bench, the anxious couple before him awaiting his decision. He will make a decision on your matter. It could in your favor, but it could also be against you. Literally, this card stands for minor government officials, bureaucrats, clerks, school boards, zoning boards, and other types of boards or professional advisors. His decision could result in a fine or a fee, a permit issued or denied, the need to file, serve, or be served documents, or it could be the finalization of a small family matter. He'll explain the process from which comes a sense also of process served, therapists, arbitrators, or negotiators. This card represents someone you go to for the resolution of a decision or problem. It might be a judge, mediator, lawyer, doctor, or counselor. And they're not to be trusted? Oh, God. Okay, cool. They seem a little far than I thought. But maybe it might be somebody that you two go to. Maybe like a therapist. Manipulating emotions. Like a false prophet. And I say false prophet because that's the easiest way I could describe it in a nutshell. Like whoever this person you two go to seek some sort of, I don't know, resolution or something. Or it's the love card is here and intuition is reversed. So I feel like you might go to someone when you damn well know you don't really need another person outside manipulating a situation, when you already know what to do if you just hone in on your intuition and your discernment or whatever. Y'alls, I should say. But there is a delay. This person could be not a therapist, but it could be a close friend. It could be someone that you go to. Maybe not necessarily both of you, but one of you go to this person, or this person has a lot to say about your feelings and manipulates you in a certain way when you should just be listening to yourself. I'm tapping my head because this is the third eye color, third eye chakra. Intuition is up high. And then the love is there, but when the intuition's not right now you have this imbalance here. It should be like this, working together, but they're working against. So someone is going towards somebody regarding your relationship. And you know what? Maybe, and all that is right at, then this card is right after. Think about it. Feeling it. Trying to understand it. And then there's a delay. What is the delay? I can't help it. I need to know. I don't care if I'm running to 33 hours. What is the delay? Why is there a delay? I just want to know if it's because of this or it's because of unprocessed whatever. What time is it? Woohoo, it's not even 12 yet. It's almost 12 though. Excuse me. Who is this person? I mean, what is this delay? I'm like, who is this person? No, I already did that. What is this delay? No, I don't want to use the love tarot. Only is a deck that I haven't used. I'm like, do I use Keebler? Oh, Concern. That's right. I forgot. We drew this guy and it fell onto my hard workingness and my generosity in between these two. Concerned. Feels like my dad. Because he kind of like, he's like, Christine, when you were young, I was really concerned for you. I was worried. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I was very worried for you. And this is literally reminds me of my dad. So, let's read. Concern 33. This is another challenging card. Here we meet an older man with anxiety and rumination apparent in his posture. He closes his eyes to the beautiful warm light streaming in through the stained glass windows. Literally, it's a sign of angst, confusion, inability to focus, or even depressed mental states. It's unclear what to do, so there's a negative tendency to catastrophize, to be deeply pessimistic. I read somewhere like, don't be pessimistic. And you know what? This is not my father, but more so you in the past. That's why I'm saying there is this feeling of being up at night, can't sleep, worried about XYZ. But that's all changing. Little, very slow. But what you do catch, celebrate it. This card describes ambiguities in our daily life, maybe in the sense of lacking career prospects or having fears or related to lack of specialist knowledge or information. In some cases, it can also convey concentration problems. In relationship matters, it warns against being plagued by or pessimism and worries. Try to find clearness. This card is a warning to consider the surrounding cards very carefully. It can speak of profound worry, rejection, deception, pessimism, confusion, or lack of freedom. It's close to 30. I just got really sad for me. I got a sense of desperation. Like, this reading kind of keeps changing, but the one thing I do know is that there is growth here that's already happening, and it's a growth that will help set up future decisions and future relationships, whatever kind, especially loving ones. Damn, I want to get this Dreams of Gaia Oracle, Messages of Gaia, or something like that. Oh my god, my legs. The Messenger Oracle by the same people who drew the Dreams of Gaia. They're short, sweet, and I like them. You know what I'm saying? It's this one. It's my first oracle. Let's finish this reading, because if I stare into it any longer, I'm going to go down in this hole that I'm trying to encourage you not to go down into. But I get it now. I really, really get it. And let's move forward. Even as this, I wanted to read what the delay was. I forgot. I just didn't know what tarot deck to use. You know what? Right here, there's a tarot card just up, like ready to be plucked. I'm going to use that as the what has been delayed. That. The Wheel of Fortune. Alright, we got the Wheel of Fortune clarifying. Both these two are literally delayed cards, right? And they kind of have the same color and everything, and one I colored. And then this is the clarifier, the Wheel of Fortune, alright, from the Celtic Tarot, which is going to be nice and dark. So let's go before I read my high and light oracle message. This is a change maker, a card that implies change is coming, so one had better be ready for it. Whether or not the corn is accepting of fate or destiny is inconsequential. The reality of this card is that implication that often some things really are out of your immediate control. Control freaks loathe this card, whilst those who are often willing to give away their control welcome it, for it offers an inevitability that they believe will lead them to the new pastures or through new doors. This may well be the case, but often fate, destiny, call it what you will, requires an active hand. Rarely do things appear in the lap like magic. We must work at them, commit ourselves. Often the wheel implies that whilst we may be succeeding, do not be complacent. A twist of circumstances may well surprise you. When the change comes, it is often easier to accept it for what it is rather than torture yourself in an attempt to explain it. The wheel has turned. Move along. If other cards in the reading suggest a struggle with life's events, there is a good chance that the wheel will appear reversed. No, it's upright. So the wheel has moved, something has delayed, but it's not really telling me, what is delayed or what has been delayed. Kipper. See, this is what I was worried about. I was like, I don't want to keep reading, but I need. Give me Kipper. Did something flip over? I always think something flips and nothing's flipped. Okay, cool. What has been delayed? Unexpected income has been delayed. And the wheel has turned. Feels like a missed opportunity to me. A missed opportunity. And over here, it was talking about trying to get that opportunity. It's okay. It's okay. Let's read it. Let's read it though. I need to read it. Where's the book? Where's the book? Okay. 27. Here I'm reading the unexpected income. Oh yeah, missed opportunity, I feel like. Unexpected income delay. Here we see the significator giving a coin to the needy in front of the house. That's funny how the beginning of the reading we have this generous card, generosity, and then we have it again over here at the end. Both clarifying. I just got this like sense of a little warning, or like be careful not to get ahead of yourself because of this delay. I feel like you're gonna warrant the delay on your own. Did I even say that right? You're gonna, because remember in the beginning we got this Seven of Wands card, which talks about like, you know, really defendant, very aggressive way of defending yourself to the point where it's like almost like self-sabotaging to me, because in reality you have a very generous heart, but for some reason you don't feel giving anymore to the point of like freely like you used to. It's now feels a little, I don't know. Well, we're back. And we have the wands again, and this time you're a knight, which speaks of delay. So I don't know if you're rushing into something, and that's what causes this ripple effect of delay and unexpected income being delayed, or missed opportunity because of the Wheel of Fortune. But this is my little to be cautious moving forward when it comes to the whole trigger thing, because it's going to trigger something and it might push you over the edge, and you might not be getting completely over. I mean, it is a trigger, so we have to just be careful on how the trigger is affecting us. It doesn't seem like a lot to the giver, but it's here we see the significant giving a coin to the needy in front of the house. Card 20. Why are we talking about card 20? It doesn't seem like... Oh no, it is. Oh, it's the house in card 20. Okay, my bad. Here we see the significator giving a coin to the needy in front of the house. It doesn't seem like a lot to the giver, but is significant to the recipient. Literally, it's a small sum from an unexpected source. For example, a surprise work bonus, a small billing error you fix, a reduction in your gas bill, bonus cell phone minutes, not as large as the amount in sudden wealth. Card 11. The unexpectedness leads to a notion of suddenly, swiftly, surprisingly. Traditionally, the card shows some bill and papers on a table, leading to the idea of a small bond, notes, payments, household accounts, offers, purchases, invoices, and checks. Something lucky occurs around everyday financial activities, such as a raise or an unexpected money from work or investments. Traditionally, this is also the card for formal contract requiring a signature. Timing about 2 weeks. This card signals a sudden unexpected change and improvement. This can concern many aspects of life, including an unexpected message in love matters or an invitation or a message. It may also describe a promotion or unexpected recognition. And of course, this card predicts improvement in money matters, in unexpected gratification or award. So, That is the delay. How nice. I wonder what you did or what happened for that to happen. The wheel of fortune has spoken. The wheel has turned. Move on. Move along. That's what it said. Well, it'll always come back around, so. Cool. Let's get some love and light in here. Where's my oracle deck that I put down? Alright, let's finish this reading. Thank you for being here for all the 2 hours and 30 minutes. Because this is good. This was needed. Wash away your burdens. This is key. This is the key here. Because I did see the Six of Cups at one point in reverse, which was like stuck in the past. But I didn't read it because that was earlier and I just kind of looked and I just noticed. But I can speak about it now because I saw, even though there is hints of being stuck in the past, you have a lot of movement forward from what happened in the past. So I didn't want to bring it up even then. But I bring it up now because of the washing away of your burdens. That little remnants of what is still lingering around in you is a burden to you. Is a burden. It's weight. It shows up in unexpected ways, like maybe this missed opportunity, or I could be wrong, I want to be wrong because it all looks good over there. Like, I do want an unexpected income. Unexpected incomes are great no matter how small or large. The bigger the better, but any size is great. But I did get recognized, that's for sure. I'm sorry, I was like, I feel like that already happened, so now I'm not sure. For me, anyway. And it was pretty recent, like this week, or I should say last week. Wait, what's today? Yeah, last week. But anyway, wash away your burdens. This is key. There is something here. So let's read the passage, or the message, to see what it's talking about. And they're short and sweet, so no need to freak out about how long this reading is going to be. 48. Wash away your burdens, card 48. This one. As you have moved through life, you have undoubtedly experienced moments that have inspired feelings of regret, remorse, shame, and guilt. You have made promises you have not been able to keep. You have judged and blamed yourself and others. You have burdened yourself with feelings born of acts that cannot be undone, which still bind you to the past. See? It is time to forgive. It is time to lie down in the healing waters and let them wash away your burdens, so you can move forward with spirit cleansed. It's time, bitch. It's time. Yeah. Because all this stuff, man. I know my friend is currently going through a spiritual cleanse, and she is sick as a dog. For a long time now. Not a long time. I don't know. Maybe a month? 2 months? I don't know. But she's going through it, bro. And she was even telling me she did not have any idea how hard the spiritual detox was gonna hit her. Like, it's no joke. And I'm so fucking happy for her. At the time, I didn't grasp, the importance of that and what that all really meant. But just taking that step that she's taking is already propelling her to the path that I know she is already on and doesn't even know it. Or she does know it, I don't know. It's just It's a major upgrade. That's all I gotta say. It's a major upgrade, and it's a major shift to a much healthier lifestyle than what she previously deemed to be. And Claudia, this is you, girl. Not saying that's what you're doing, or maybe that's what you're doing. I don't know. This reading's not you. I'm just saying that card reminded me of you, and especially the message, like spiritual cleanse, spirit cleansed. That's what it said, spirit cleansed. And I'm like, Claudia, that's Claudia. Her spirit is cleansed, and in the 3D, she really got hit. But I know she's gonna come out like the phoenix she is, fucking. Like, I don't know what phoenix sound like, but I'm pretty sure it sounds like an eagle. Like, I could just see her fucking coming out of the ashes, like shooting up with that high pitched eagle squeak or whatever. But that's the same vibe, you know, that you can have, that you are having by doing this. And in some way, shape, or another, you are washing away your burdens. It's gonna be like the tower and the sun in reverse, both in reverse. It's literally talking about that. It's gonna be slow, but it's happening. So wherever you can find those little nuggets of success, those little nugget wins, celebrate them like they were the big ones. Okay. And that's all I got, my friends. I hope you really liked that. I hope it helped. And thank you for being here for so fucking long. Like, do you not have a life? I have a life. I just have a lot of time to do this right now. At this moment. But yeah. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And just take it easy, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Because I don't know if you really are being hard on yourself or you're just kind of going with the flow. I don't know. Just either way, just... And be careful who you're bringing into your immediate circle when it comes to you and your significant other. And what they are bringing to the group. Because if they feel some sort of way, they will manipulate their thoughts into you. So that's why I think it's really important to listen to yourself when it comes to the matters of your heart. And especially when it comes to the matters of your heart with another person, a significant other. Do not be swayed by other people's perspectives. Create your own and build on your own. And that's all I gotta say. I love you. If you're watching. And I will see y'all on another point in time in my life and in yours. Until the next time, take it easy. Bye. Oh yeah, and be safe with this hurricane coming as my AC kicks on. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.